intimate chafing during ultramarathons in the desert. Intimate chafing is a topic few are willing to discuss openly, which is precisely why this blog exists. Almost every runner has experienced chafing, some more frequently than others, but fortunately this issue is preventable. If chafing is a concern, especially with an upcoming ultra event, then listen on to avoid that problem before you actually even start. Don't be embarrassed about talking about chafing. It's more common than you think. My youngest son informed me that chafing in the bum crack is often called chef's arse, since kitchen environments are typically hot and humid, much like ultramarathons, except chefs face this discomfort daily at work. About me. I'm a MSK Expedition Podiatrist specialising in blister prevention and treatment. I have served on medical teams at the Marathon des Sables, Fire and Ice Ultra, London Marathon and the Great North Run. My experience includes diagnosing fractures, compartment syndrome, torn tendons, treating infections, sprains, pressure sores and a wide range of blisters, and of course advanced chafing cases common at these events. In April 2025, I supported a group of runners at the MDS and successfully prevented many of these issues. Sharing my professional experience and advice to help future participants avoid mistakes and achieve positive outcomes at ultra events is what I hope to achieve now. Okay, what is chafing? Chafing is prolonged rubbing of skin against skin, resulting in microabrasions. This can quickly develop into a painful rash, and chafed skin may appear red, swollen, inflamed, bruised, and can sting or burn. Severe cases may bleed due to friction burns. For one-day events, chafing is problematic, but in multi-day races, it can be catastrophic, making it several subsequent days almost unbearable. The common sites of intimate chafing occurs in areas where the skin or clothing rub during movement. That can be on the inner thighs, the groin, elasticated underwear sites, backpack contact points, testicles, buttock crease or bum crack, underarms, breasts, including at the bra contact points and nipples, labia. Essentially anywhere where the skin contacts skin or tight clothing is a risk. The causes of chafing results from friction, either skin on skin or skin on ill-fitting clothing. Non-moisture wicking clothes prevent sweat from evaporating, leaving skin damp and increasing friction. Hot, humid environments heighten that risk, as humidity keeps the skin moist, creating the drag that often leads to chafing. So chafing challenges in desert ultras. Well, desert ultras like the Marathon des Sables present extra challenges. There is often no access to running water to clean the affected areas or reapply protective products. High temperatures, wind and blown sand further aggravate sensitive skin. As body temperature rises, so does sweating, and many anti-chafing products can melt, become sticky, or worsening the skin problems itself. So the key tip is to choose products for extreme conditions. Products such as 2 Tom's Butt Shield, Sport Shield and Sport Shield Extra are unique in their formula. They don't melt, clog or rub off. They require detergent for removal, making them suitable for desert ultras. For these events, I recommend single-use wipes over rollerball applicators to reduce the cross-infection risk. So the application order for the wipes is the cleanest areas apply first. So that's the breast, the nipples, the underarms and the thighs. Then you progress to the groin, testicles and labia, and then to the buttock crease or the bum crack last. Dispose of each wipe after use and ideally wear a disposable glove to avoid the product residue on the hands. Avoid rollerballs in extreme multi-day events as they can accumulate microbes and contaminate the product. Rollerball applicators remain excellent for swimming, wetsuits or daily use when cleanliness can be maintained. In multi-day or desert events, horses for courses applies, as in adapt your strategy to your scenario. All 2 tons Blister Shield products are effective for desert conditions, but daily applications are required and may be needed more frequently under challenging circumstances. The Sports Shield Extra, which is the red one, and it used to be pink because it was formerly for her, adds shea butter to soothe and moisturise the skin, which is the only additional ingredient to the original green version of Sports Shield. And the Butt Shield, which is orange, is formulated for both friction and pressure, which is exceptionally good while cycling, making it a really good choice for triathletes. Your clothing matters. Step 1 underwear is an example of a well-designed moisture-wicking kit with anti-chafing panels on the inner thigh. Both men's and women's versions have worked very well in preventing thigh, groin and testicle chafing in the desert. They also do bras for ladies now too. If chafing actually occurs and the chafing prevention hasn't been implemented and chafing actually develops, the following products can really soothe the affecting skin. This is more after the event. And the products I would recommend are Flamazine, Flaminal and Biofine. Don't wait for these problems to arrive. Proactive prevention is essential in desert environments where every small issue can be magnified by heat, dryness and prolonged effort. The more problems you can eliminate before starting, the more likely you'll cross the finishing line successfully and comfortably.